Hi guys, welcome to Quality Thought. In this video, I am going to show you the second application of React, or you can say ReactJS. And remember, in this application, what I am going to do, I want to create all components manually. So might be one question is coming in your mind, why we should create all the components manually? Because whenever we create a React project or React application, some components will come by default. For example, we get a app.js file, app.css file, index.js file or index.css file. But what I want to do is, I don't want to use those predefined components directly. I want to create those components manually. Why? Because when you are going for an interview, they will give you pen and paper to write the code. So we should know how to write the code inside index.js as well as inside app.js file. So let's start my application today. Second application development using React, or I can say ReactJS. So see here what I will do. So let me take what here. First I want to explain about my project structure, guys. My project name is myapp2 because in the previous video, if you see, I created myapp1, but in this I want to create myapp2. And remember, whenever we create a project, we will get one folder called node_modules, and then we have a public folder. Similarly, we have one more folder here, that is nothing but src folder, and inside this public folder we can find three files we can find. First I can say favicon.ico. See, remember that point here. Assume that if you want to take your own favorite icon, so what you need to do, you need to take your favorite icon and you need to place in a public folder only, and name of your favorite icon you must save with favicon.ico also. Next we have what here, index.html, our main template who is displaying the output on the browser, and we have manifest.json file which is holding the metadata of the application. Okay, anyhow, we are not touching this public folder, guys. So this public folder we never touch, we never make any changes in this. Whatever the files you have seen in the public folder, we never do changes. So where we need to work is nothing but we need to work in src folder only. So what I am going to do now, in src folder, by default there is an entry point will come, index.js, and one more file, index.css. Similarly, we are getting what here? Here we are getting app.js, app.js also you can say, or I can say app.css. Even we will get one testing file also, app.test.js, and there parallel to public and src folder we have package.json file, and even we have readme.md file. So I already explained this project structure in my previous video. Please go through with that one, then you can understand the complete structure of today's class. So what is my intention is, I want to develop my second application. So what is my application name? myapp2. So this is my application name. So let me write here, step 1, create a React project, or I can say create a myapp2 React project using Visual Studio Code editor, guys. So I want to create myapp2 project, so by using Visual Studio Code editor. So what I am going to do in this is nothing but, see, last time what I did, last time in my E drive, I created one folder here, React projects. So why I created, because whatever the projects I am going to create for video sessions, so all these projects I will store in a single place, in a single entity only. So this is the React projects you can open and you can find my app1, that is my project. So what I am going to do now, so I want to create a project first. So how to create a project means, so before we go to the what you create a project, I will do one thing. I will say open the Visual Studio Code editor from React projects folder. So there is a one folder is there. So I want to open the what here Visual Studio Code editor. So what I am going to do is nothing but assume that we are into React projects folder. So there I can type code space dot. So see here what I will do now, I will go to that location, I will click beside this React projects folder and then I will type CMD means command prompt. So like this command prompt will be opened and now I need to type code space dot. So one project will be created, your Visual Studio Code will be opened with existing project. Last time I created one project, that project name is what here, my app1. So my app1, that project is coming and related to that notes also I am saving here. You leave that notes. So what is my next to do, what I want to do is to create this project. Now I need to create this project, my app2. So what I am going to do here is in Visual Studio Code there is a terminal option is there, you can see in the menu. So you just click on terminal, you can go to new terminal. See in the last time what I did, I created my project in command prompt. But it is not necessary that we should create every time our project in command prompt only. When we are working with Visual Studio Code editor, so there is a one terminal will be there here. So terminal acts like a command prompt only, same like a command prompt. So you can go to that what here new terminal. So you can see terminal has opened. So now I need to create a project. So how to create a project means I will tell you here. Currently we are into React projects folder. So you have two commands to create a React projects. One, you can use npm. Using npm we can create a React project. Second, we have what here, npx. Using npx also we can create a project. And it is very very important that we should know what is the difference between npm and npx. So let me write here, one side I want to write npm and one side I will write what here, npx. Remember npm stands for node package manager, and if you take npx stands for node package execute. Some people call executor, some people say what, execute. So actual name is what here, node package execute. So these are the two commands are there. Using one npm you can create the project, using npx also we can create the project. So what is the difference? Assume that I am new to the React and I want to create my React project. So which one is better, I don't know. Can you suggest me what is best? So see here what we need to do is, see what npm is doing first, we will see that. Assume that if you are working with npm. So npm, what it will do, it will use one module guys. What is that module? Create React app, this is a module. So to create a React project we required this module guys. So what npm will do, this is our working folder or you can say working directory guys. So this is I can say what here, working directory or you can say what here, working directory, okay, otherwise you can say your storage guys, storage also you can say. So what npm will do, npm will download that node, that module guys, React app module inside your working directory. It means it will be there in your computer. It will be there in your computer and whenever if you want to use, you need to use from your computer only, from your working directory only. But when it is comes to NPX, NPX will not download in any working directory or in your computer. It will directly take that module from internet, from server, from host it will take. So that is the reason we need to use npx command to create the React application. So I hope you people understood what is the difference between npm and npx. So where do we use in the real time, like in the real time, are we working with npx command or we are using npm command? See, assume that if you are working with one module, and if you think that that module often used in your project, so you can use npm command and you can download in your working directory in your computer. If you think that that module is not often used, then what you can do is you can use npx command and you can use that module only for what your rare use purpose. So that is the difference is there between npm and npx, but don't worry. Here I will give you both the what your commands to create the React application. See, you can use npm, we can do create React app my app2. This is the one we need to do. So we are using create React app, guys. So already npm downloaded this. npm already downloaded, you can check the previous video. So directly you can create the project like this. If you don't like this one, then we can take one more command is there, npx create React app my app2. So here we are using directly because already it is downloaded in my working directory in my computer, guys. So that is the reason I can use this module directly to create the project. But npx is not downloading this module, it is taking from the what here server and it is executing that module and it is creating the project. So as I told you, if you think that module is not often used, if you are not using more time in your project, so try to use npx command. So I will use npx command because in the previous video I have shown you how to create a project by using first way, but this approach I want to show you now. So let's go to the terminal. So in terminal I will type, let me zoom here. So here you can type npx create React app my app2, enter. So you know the project creation, it will take little time, you need to wait, you need to keep some patience. It will take little time, and remember, to create a project we must and should have good internet, guys. So if you don't have internet, then you cannot create React projects. So we will wait here, it is creating the project. Okay, project will be created. Now what we need to do is nothing but step 3, guys. Step 3, what we need to do is, as I told you that I don't want to use any predefined components. So we want to delete all the components which are there in src folder, not in public folder, because we won't touch public folder. Mainly we are dealing with src folders only. So src folder only we are working, so I will delete all these files because I want to create these files manually, guys, manually. Now I will say what here, move, or I can say what here, switch to my app2 project. So what we need to do here is nothing but we want to move to that second project inside the terminal only. So it is just creating the project, wait here. And after that what we need to do, how to move here. Currently we are into React projects folder. So I need to type cd my app2. So whenever you type this, automatically you will jump to my app2 project. Then after that what I will do now, I will take what here, step 4. In the step 4, I will say run the React application, or you can say what here, project. How to run the project? See, here we need to take, currently we are in React projects folder inside my app2 now. So here we need to use npm start. We need to call npm start. Whenever you call npm start, automatically your React project will be executed. Sir, you have seen that we are creating like this. By using this command I am creating a project, or by using this command we are creating a project. Here no matters, execution must be done by npm command only. So you create a project by using create React app, or you can create a project by using npx, but remember, execution always we need to do by using npm. npx will not come. npx is only to execute the modules, not to execute the project. So that's the reason we need to take npm start. So now go to this here you can find happy hacking, and remember you can do clear screen, it will get clear. Now we need to move cd my app2. Now we are into the what here, my app2. Then what I need to do, I need to call npm start. So this is how we are working with the terminal. So whatever the commands are executed, same commands you can execute in command prompt also. But we have a facility in Visual Studio Code Editor, so we can use those commands directly in the terminal instead of going for what here, command prompt. So wait here project will be running guys, project will execute here. So leave it that one. So you can see here compiled successfully. So here compilation has done successfully, but here I don't want to focus. Now let me go to the what here, my app2. So what is my step 5 now? Step 5, what I want to do is delete all the files from src folder guys, from src folder. Delete all the files means I didn't understand, sir. Delete all the files means here I want to delete app.js, app.css, index.js, index.css. Even I want to delete one more file, testing file also, app.test.js. So all these files I want to delete, okay, from src folder. So let's go to the step 5. I want to do step 5. Go to the src folder. In src we are into my project, my app2 project. So here you can find, you can press control select, okay, control select, control select, control select, control select. If you don't need logo, you can delete logo also if you don't need. So you can press delete button, so it will be deleted. So okay, now we got an idea, so what we need to do. But remember, for React project, what are the files are mandatory? See, what are the files are mandatory is nothing but first we required a main template index.html, which is there in the public folder. Anyhow, we are not making any changes in index.js, index.html file. After that, what is required is nothing but we required a index.js file, which is entry point. So index.js only will give the output to index.html. HTML will display in the browser. So for index.js always calling app.js, which is a parent component. So it means in my public folder already I have index.js. Only I need to create two files. One is index.js, one is app.js. So now the question will come, how to create this. So I will say here step 6. I will say create a index.js file inside src folder now. So how to create now? You can see here, I can do here, just select on src. There is a one file option is there, file, first one. Second one is for folder. You click on first one and you can type index.js. So now my index.js is ready. So index.css is not required because I am not using any CSS code right now. So I will create a separate video on how to use CSS in React, in how many ways we can use CSS in React. So that will take a separate video. So here I am just creating a JavaScript file, .js file, and again I will click on what here src. So okay, let me write the code first for index.js. So what is the code I am writing now? What code I am writing here is, so how to create a index. First we need to import React, even we need to import React DOM. So see this, I am doing import React from single quotation, I can say React package. So I am importing the React from React package. Import React DOM from React-DOM / core package. So remember here semicolons are not mandatory, guys. Semicolons are not mandatory. Let me zoom for you people. So like this we need to create. Then what we need to do, I am taking one constant root. You can take any name, but mostly we are taking because it's a entry point. So it's a root file. Here I will say React DOM. I need this one, React DOM, having one method called create root. In this create root, so React DOM is having one method called what here, create root, and inside this root what I need to do, I need to write document dot get element by id, and here id name I need to give what here, root. So why I am giving this root, I will show you one thing. It is, you go to this public folder index.js. Index.js, if you see, there is one ID is there here. What is that ID name? Root. So we are displaying here, guys, in this index.html we want to display. So that's the reason we need to give that root. So it will create root. Then I can say root dot render. Root dot render I want to do. So what I want to do here we need to take React dot strict mode. So here we need to take React dot strict mode. Then here we need to call my parent component like this. I need to call parent components. So currently we don't have parent component. So what I need to do, now go to the what here, src. In src we need to create app.js. Now src is available, app.js is available in src. So here now what I need to do, I need to do import app from ./app, like this we need to import. Semicolon is not mandatory, but I am using. So remember that point here, your index.js always calling what, app. Now comes to the app. App is our parent component. How to create a component, you can see here, I will write function app. Then I need to do open close bracket, and function always having return and open close bracket. And inside this I want to write a h1 tag. H1 tag I will say welcome to quality thought video sessions. So I wrote like this, one element I wrote. This h1 is known as what here, element. So and one more thing it is, so who is using this app? Index.js is using app, you can see here. So they cannot use directly here. So what we need to do is nothing but we need to do export default app. So whenever you do exporter, then only others can do importer. So it is mandatory step you need to do. Save this, and already we executed our project, you know very well, already we run our project. So now you go and check what is telling here. We are getting one node underscore react DOM package is not installed. 1 second, guys. So what I am going to do, import React DOM, one package dependency problem is coming. 1 second. React-core / client we should write, guys. Sorry guys. So by mistake what I wrote here is nothing but I wrote what here core package. Sorry, actually it comes under what here client. So anyhow, see here, now you will be getting an idea. See, whenever we do mistake, assume that I wrote what here core here by mistake. So what happened, whenever I am writing this, if I do any mistake in the React application, so your project will not be compiled, guys. You will see this compiled with problems will come. So what we can do is nothing but, here you need to give proper, that is nothing but it is there in the what here client package. So now you can see here, now you will be getting what here, welcome, COME, welcome. So now you can find here, there is a one message is coming what here, welcome to Quality Thought video sessions. So I hope you people understood how we are creating this code manually. Actually, we don't need to create this code manually. This code will come automatically during the project creation. But why I typed in front of you people, because to understand, when you are a fresher, when you are going for an interview, you need to write this code manually in a paper, or they will give you one system to write it. So, okay, now we got an idea. So we are working. So now what is the speciality? Let me keep the files for you people, because those who are following my videos, for them it will help. So this is the index.js file. But in index.js file, if you see, we are using strict mode. So what is this strict mode actually? So strict mode is a tool, guys. Strict mode is a tool which is used to highlights the potential errors. So whenever if any errors comes, so what strict mode will do, it is a tool for highlighting the potential errors in my application. So strict mode is required now. Without this we cannot run the project. It's compulsory, we required now. Okay, now next we create index.js. After that I need to go for what here, step 7, create a app.js file inside a src folder. So now what I will do, I will take app.js. So let me keep the code, because whoever is following this video, they can write their notes by watching this video completely. So they should not miss anything, guys. Anyway, index.html we are not changing. Index.html we are not changing. And if you see properly, there is a one here you can see the title, guys. Title. What is my title of my application is coming, guys? React app. So React app is my what here? Title of my page. If you want to change the title, we can do that. We can change the title. So you need to go to index.html file which is there in the public folder. So you go there and you can see the title here. You can find inside header, you can find title. You can see, you can write here quality thought page. Save. So now we can see here, you can write any name, but I want to write quality thought here. You can see quality thought page. Even we can change this favorite icon, as I told you. To change this favorite icon, what we need to do is, you need to take your favorite icon, but you need to keep the same name inside public folder only. So just take your favorite icon, just keep the name of that icon as favicon.ico, then it automatically take that favorite icon, which icon you want to display on your web page or in your project or application. So this is how we created. So what is the speciality of React? Do you know what is the speciality of React? Speciality of React is nothing but to create a reusable components, guys. So whenever if you want to create a reusable components, then only we need to go for what here? React. So I didn't understand now. For example, you can take we have a app.js, guys. You go to this app.js. In app.js, I am writing welcome to Quality Thought video sessions. And how many times I am printing this output? Only just one time. Okay, I am just printing one time. So, okay. But React is specially used for what here? Reusable components. So I can tell to my index.js, a index.js, I need that output for 4 times or 3 times. So what we need to do, we need to call that app.j, app component 3 times, means how many times you need, how many times you require, that many number of times you need to call that. Save this, save. If you see properly, I called for 3 times, so definitely my output will also comes for 3 times. So tell me, React is used to create a reusable component or not? Yes, that is a specialty case. So that is the reason the React demand increases into the market. So you can take Facebook. In Facebook, what happened, if you see the images, if you see the videos, so you will be having like what is same content. So if you scroll down again, you will be finding the same content only. So because it is using just reusable components with different images, different videos. So you can take an example of what here, Instagram also. So Instagram page is having same right side sharing, commenting, likes, star. Okay. So it is just changing the what here, just videos. So that is also one of the example of what here, reusability. So okay, now we got an idea. So how the React becomes what here, reusable component. Okay. But in this video, even I want to explain a very important topic that is known as React fragment. See, when you are going for an interview, might be an interview, they will ask you this question. Can you please tell me what is React fragment? See, let me write here. In a component, we can return only one component. It means we can't return more than one element directly. Sir, I didn't understand this 2 lines. What does it means? I don't know. See what I am going to do now. Now let's open the what here, my application, and I want to call my app.js only for one time. Okay. So index.js always calls app.js, app component. So here if you see properly, inside the return, I wrote one h1 tag. So h1 tag means what here? It is an element, I told you. Element means how many elements we are using, means one element only. Now what I will do now, I will say here, I will write one more element, again h1 tag, and this time I will say, welcome to Quality Thought video session. This is React classes. This is React classes. This is React classes now. So now let's see this one now. Whenever I am writing 2 elements here, so there is a one red line is coming, means it is not valid, guys. So component is telling a end user, you can return only one element only. You can't return multiple elements. So okay. So what we need to do is nothing but React fragment came into the existence. So React fragment is telling with the help of me, you can send multiple elements, you can return multiple elements. Okay. So let me say here, React fragment is used to return more than one element in a component. Yes, we can return more than one element in a component. So what we need to do is nothing but, and even I can say React fragment is used to group a child components, or I can say child elements. React fragment is used to group of childs used to display group of children's group of children in a component, guys. Okay. So remember that point here, React fragment is used to display group of children's in a component. Group of children's in a component without adding extra node to DOM. So it will group the children's, it will display group of children's in a component without adding extra node to DOM. I didn't understand. See here, I will give you the syntax first. You understand in how many ways we can use. Then I will explain that point for you. Here we can take React dot fragment. So we need to use this here, React dot fragment. Then you can write how many elements you want to return here. Okay, that is one we can do. We have another syntax 2, because this is syntax 1. What we can do is nothing but here we can take just open close like this we can do. Here we can write how many elements we want to return. So these are the what here 2 syntaxes are there which we can use for React fragment. So let me give you one simple idea for this. I want to go to the what here approach 1. So what is my approach 1 is, I want to return, guys, I want to return multiple elements. I have 2 h1 tags. So what you can do is nothing but here we can use a div tag. We can add div tag, guys. So what happens, here div will becomes what here parent and h1 becomes what here child. So it is grouping the what here children's, guys, it is grouping the children's. So tell me, we are returning how many elements here? One element only, div. We are returning parent, but parent is bringing the child here. You can see, welcome to Quality Thought video sessions, and this is React classes, or I can say this is React class. Sorry guys, you can write this is React class. Okay, now, so there is no doubt it is. This program is working successfully. But remember, this approach, let me copy and paste for you. When you are working with app.js, it's working, guys. Successfully it's working. But I want to give you note point here. Note point is here div tag. Div tag is a extra tag, guys, extra tag. And to remove extra tag, or I can say unnecessary tag, we need to use React fragment. I hope you understood why we need to use React fragment. So React is telling don't use this div. Div is an extra node. It is an extra node to the DOM. It's an extra element to the DOM. So whatever the elements we are adding, these elements will be added to DOM. So it will becomes node. So that's why I'm telling it is an extra node to the DOM. So if you don't want to add, or if you don't want to use unnecessary tag or extra tag, if you don't want to use this node, so then we need to go for what here? React fragment. So how to use React fragment now? So I want to go to the what here? Approach 2 now. Approach 2, what it says, you see here. Again I want to do inside index.js. Inside this index.js, what I am going to do now? Here you need to remove this div. Instead of that, you can write React.fragment. So here also I should write React.fragment. So definitely I need to do import the React, guys. Import React from React. So remember, whenever we do import statements, we can write single quotation also, we can write double quotation also. So importing we can do with single quotation, double quotation, and semicolon is not mandatory. It is optional. If you want to add, you can add. If you want to remove, you can remove. Save this. even though my code will work successfully. You do refresh, my code will work successfully. You don't need to refresh any automatically. Our development server will compile our program whenever we do the changes, and the current output will be render on a browser window only. Render means it will display on the browser window. So this is the one way we can do, like this we can print. So now I will go to the what here, approach 3. In approach 3 what we need to do here is same index.js we have, but here what I am going to do now. So here you don't need to take what here React, even you just can use fragment, that's it, you can use fragment. So that time what you can do is nothing but you need to import fragment like this. So if you write any other element also it will work. See, let me add one more element. This is React class. Quality Thought is a best institute in India. So I am just writing here. Now you can see here, still it is returning the multiple elements here. Okay, now we can use this approach also. So we have one more approach here. Approach 4 is there here. Approach 4. So what I am going to do in approach 4 is I will take index.js. Here I am going to use, I don't want to do any import here, nothing to do import. So what I am going to do is nothing but here what I am going to do is I want to remove this. So now this is also known as what here, fragment. Save this, and now you can see here, still if I do, you can find here, you don't need to do refresh, automatically it will come, and still you can see here there are three elements are coming in the output. So this approach is best, guys. If you talk to me, sir, which approach I should use whenever if I want to return multiple elements in a React component, then I can say please prefer to work with React fragment, and this is the third approach we need to use. And you can check even whenever we are using this React fragment now, so extra node will not added to the DOM, no extra element will be added in the DOM. So DOM is having what here, only H1 only, H1 elements only will be available in that. So, and one more thing it is, some people are thinking, so sir, inside this elements means we can return same type of elements only. No, if you want to return paragraph, for example I am returning what here, paragraph, yes you can return paragraph, but see H1 means, heading 1 means it will come in a big bold, but paragraph will come with what's normal text, with a normal size it will come. So instead of H, even we can say division tag, div tag. So you can say here div tag. So div and paragraph both look similar. You can see here, we can take any type of element here. So this is what I want to show you in this video, guys. So in this video we have covered only two things, like how to create a React application manually with the help of npx command. And even I shown you what is the difference between npm and npx. Second, we have seen why we should use React fragment, because React component is returning one element at a time, but I want to return multiple elements in the React component. So that is the reason we need to take the React fragment. Even I have shown in this video in how many ways we can use React fragment in a React application or a project. So I especially preferred you people to use this approach, because when you see my next videos, often more and more, mostly I am working with this approach only. So this is enough for this video. We'll meet in the next video session. We'll go with the next topic. So please subscribe our channel for more videos, and definitely your valuable comments matters to us. You can drop your comments in the chat box so that we can come up with new ideas for your queries and inquiries, guys. So this is end. So thank you guys. Thank you.